Hey, what's up, guys? Max here again. Another video. This one's regarding the update that Kabam just released. It says an update on the battle against cheaters. Was published December 2nd of 2022. All right, so hello, summoners. I don't want to go ahead and read the whole thing. Of course, you can read it, but the summary basically of this update is to say that they have noticed, basically, they have heard our cry, man, our desperate, like, please uh, manage the battlegrounds cheaters. Please do something about it because it's so annoying, and it costs so much emotional, mental, like just it's such a bad taste in players' mouth when you're facing a modder, and specifically in battlegrounds. But it says the game team just performed a targeted sweep on the BG's battlegrounds leaderboards to find and ban cheaters. Furthermore, the plan moving forward to do these type of sweeps are twice each week where possible through each BG season. So they just made a move for them right now. So what we're gonna be expecting is some in the next day or two, basically the leaderboards to kind of adjust, and we're gonna see people moving up tons in the ranks, right? So that's gonna be very interesting to see the points kind of and how many players are actually gonna be moving up. The other thing is that they're saying is that they're going to be doing this every 2 weeks. Unfortunately, what I'm reading through the lines here is basically it's still going to be monitored individually. So as you report, guys, as you guys report modders, and be don't just go reporting people because you lost. Please don't do that, because the whole point of this system that they implemented, the report system, is to really just tailor down to the modders. So if you've lost, take the L, get just go into it, go into another fight, and just do out damage the other guy you're gonna face. But if you're fighting and you're getting beat by like a 5 second fight, 10-second fight, and you look at the damage output and it's like over a million, yes, report those. Those are the modders. Those are the accounts that you just kind of like, that's really suspicious. Take a screenshot, share it with your alliance, and then get a kind of like feedback from them and say, yeah, you know what, Max, let's say that's me. That's a modder right there. So one other topic that they're mentioning here says, additionally, the game will continue working on to develop new tech to further streamline the process and combat cheaters. This right here is where I'm just kind of like, oh man, I don't see that happening. Like anytime soon, maybe in a year or less, where they actually get that information or they get that implemented into the game. And it's got to be very carefully, because stuff can break as they implement new things into the game. But very nice to hear that they're going to be doing sweeps every 2 weeks. So now the modders that are out there, hopefully they see this, they hear this message, and they're just kind of like, okay, well, we were able to have some fun, whatever they call fun, and just now we're done. So for sure, there's going to be constantly me, like, in battlegrounds. We get to play almost every night, and if we catch a modder, we're definitely going to be reporting them directly to Kabam. So hopefully that helps Kabam kind of like us do our part. Now if there's I would say I can't go around and asking you to report to me, but if we're in the chat and then you follow me on Twitter or some kind of like social media, and you want to communicate, and you keep matching the same modder, same person over and over, definitely reach out to me. That way I can kind of push that forward to Kabam, and just help them, basically find these accounts that are modding. Now, the other thing that I really wish, and we're going to touch on this subject right here very quickly, is obviously they're not going to let us know who is modding and how long are they going to be banned for, what consequences are they going to be having for cheating and modding the game is and in a competitive game mode. So we're not going to see that. So I hope take a screenshot, follow a what do you want to say, a player that's in an alliance, and see how long they're getting banned for it. Share that information with me. Come into a stream, because I think for the first time it's probably going to be a week ban. But if they're back, take a screenshot of the names. Remember those, the ones that are in the top 10 right now. And then if they end up coming back in another week or 2 weeks, then that's where we're going to start saying, hey, we think you need to implement a harder punishment, not a week ban, but a month ban, a 2 month ban, something to discourage these players from using those mods and into their accounts. But guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think that Kabam is doing here? I think it's a good step in the right direction. Of course, I think the communication of this post is really well, because we needed this. We were just sitting back and wondering, it's like, what's going on? Why aren't you guys doing anything? And we're like, I can feel the rage of the community and just feel that, just, obviously unhappiness that it is playing battlegrounds. And I bet as this post gets circulated through the community, we're gonna be seeing more players actually feel like, hey, okay, now that they're controlling the cheating, let me go out there and actually play the game. Let me go out there, because I'm gonna be fighting and matching up against actually other players, not a potential modder, and then I lose because there's no way I can beat them. But I hope that's the case. I hope we see more players in the community actually just going into battlegrounds and playing it, because I know a lot of people like it. I know a lot of players like it. It's frustrating, depending on the meta, depending on your roster, depending on the RNG. But at the end of that match, if you end up getting a nice little win streak, if you end up getting some dubs, it's gonna feel good, and you're just gonna be like, yeah, I want to do this again. But I know it's not always that way. You've seen me. I got two sides to me, the one that's on a hot win streak, and then the one that just can't seem to land a parry. So, but guys, very good news for Battlegrounds. Very good news for this update. And I guess, and if Kabam ends up seeing this, very thankful for the communication. We needed this, but the action is still needed and required. And if I can do my part, very little. What I can do is, help them share where the modders are at, who they are, so they can kind of have an easier job and focus more on building this mechanic and machine that they're wanting to do to control and make sure they monitor the cheating and mods involved in battlegrounds. But guys, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts of this? I know this is a big touchy subject across the community, and I think this was very, like I said, like I keep saying, it's very important that we have this communication from Kabam. We just can't not have that communication, because it's not that expensive, but it can be if you have a competitive player, buying elder marks, changing their roster, upgrading champions. It's just, the experience is bad. But again, long-winded. Take care, guys. Peace. I'll see you on the next video.